back with Bobby and JJ Radio, hanging out with the principal, Mr. Ruben Pesina, and the superintendent, Alfredo Segura, of the New Frontiers Charter School. We've been talking about how these kids are being prepared from the grade school level to get their mindset and ready to actually go to Palo Alto College during their high school years, getting college credit hours, being able to actually have an associate's degree by the time they graduate from high school. They apply themselves. This is incredible educational platform.
And it's not just like a college class being taught by your high school teachers where you get the college credit. You're literally in Palo Alto's.
Yeah, and you're taking tests with Palo Alto students. And let's talk about the process. Let's say I can go back into time 2 years ago, from before my son started high school or whatever. What's the process to attending New Frontiers Charter School?
Well, we're an open enrollment campus. When we do have space available, and we have space available, you just come in, fill in an application, and we get back to you. One of the things that I just feel like I need to mention is that, we may ask you for certain things. We may ask you for star scores. We might ask you for a report card, but that in no way affects our decision on bringing you in. We bring in kids as they are. The reason we ask for those things is that we want to know how we can start our intervention. Due to the fact that we're where we're located, some of the schools are having some troubles.
For sure.
And when they're coming to us, we want to know just, how far behind is this student or how far ahead is this student? Because one of the things that we find is that engagement, if we engage a student at the level that they're at, they will perform.
So just to kind of also add to that, again, just to make sure we're very transparent, no way, shape, or form will this preclude us from coming in, providing that we have space. But what Mr. Pesina is mentioning is that we want to be very strategic and set up an individualized educational plan for that student. So that is the reason why, when you talk about our children across the nation, specifically Title I schools, in Title I, for those of you that might not be aware, I know it's an educational term, is socially economically disadvantaged students. So when we talk about Title I, we have a lot of huge gaps. In order for us to address that, we want to make sure that we triage the problem. So when we triage that problem, we want to be very specific, just like when you go, let's say, and get some medical assistance, they do a triage. What's going on? We treat it as such.
Is it math? Is it reading? Where are you weak?
Yeah, what it also does is it empowers parents. I think that's one of the things that we do differently is that parents know where their students stand academically. We are small enough so that we can get to really know our students, but we also get to know our parents. And that's something that's a little different from some of the schools in our surrounding area.
Because it's a partnership, right? It starts at home.
Sure.
And then it trickles down into the classroom. So you need everyone on the same front.
Right. And I think that's the other thing that we really recognize is that we understand that, we might not have a parent that can get there at 8:30 in the morning because they're working.
Right.
Those are some of the things that we get. It's like we try to schedule and try to work our day around parents so that parents can actually actively participate.
In addition to that is finding that relationship, because without building a relationship, nothing happens. When you talk about educating, you talk about it takes a village to educate.
Right.
And so if you don't have the parent, you don't have the student, and you don't have the teacher and administrators, kind of treat it as a three-legged stool, that foundation is gone.
Right.
And so we try to build that relationship. And ultimately, at New Frontiers, because we are a charter, it's a school of choice, right? So we want to make sure that we provide customer service. Think about when you go to a restaurant. Think about when you go to, a store. What are you going to do if you didn't have the service that you want? You're not going to go back, or you're probably going to tell somebody. We treat it as such. It's about customer service, but the service that we're providing is making sure that you're going to have a better life.
That's awesome. And so where do you currently have the most availability for a student?
Currently at kindergarten and first grade.
Kinder and first.
Kinder and first, yes, sir.
And are there any particular requirements or criteria that students need before actually applying?
No, sir.
No,
No,
nothing in particular.
nothing in
'Cause
particular.
I think it's a misnomer. I think a lot of people think that there has to be a certain
Like a crazy application,
yeah,
with lots of documents
endorsements,
attached.
White House memo,
Yeah.
the Chamber of Commerce has to give you, the president has to give you like, yeah, some kind
Letter
of
of
endorsement.
recommendation
Yeah.
from your congressman? No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Nothing like
you
that.
go.
Again, we're a public school, so anything that you would have, I mean, if you're coming to us for the very first time, I'm pretty sure there's some identification that needs to be
Sure.
provided, just
Sure.
like any regular traditional school. But as far as any additional, again, providing an essay or anything like that, no.
And right now you are on a waiting list for some grades.
Some grade levels, yes, sir. I would say that our middle school is probably at a wait list right now because we're actually over enrolled in 7th and 8th grade. Yes, sir.
And so for more information, they can just go to newfrontierscharter.org,
Yes, sir.
or they can email you guys at info@newfrontierscharter.org.
Correct.
And it'll have everything, the waitlist information. And I know you guys are serving our demographic first, right? Because I know it kind of spills into other counties, but you guys are
That's
really,
correct. So at New Frontiers, our primary boundary is Bexar County. So we take enrollment from Bexar County. Once, if there's space available after that, then we can go out to the surrounding areas such as Floresville, Divine, et cetera, et
Are
cetera.
there any kind of application details that you guys can share that just prepares? It's just online. It's pretty simple.
Very simple. Just follow the prompt online, and like you said, the application is online.
It's all there.
It's all there. Yes, sir.
So incredible charter school, New Frontiers Charter School. Been speaking with Mr. Pesina and Mr. Segura. That was our show for this week. We thank you for joining us. You can get some more information about this awesome school by calling them at 210-533-3655. Again, that's 533-3655, or you can go to their website, which is newfrontierscharter.org. We will see you next Sunday.